The purpose of this video is to walk us through how to leave feedback on an assignment a student has submitted. So this lesson and tutorial is based on the assumption that you have set up an assignment where a student can submit a document, either a PDF, .doc or .docx. To make sure that you have that setting in place on the assignment you've created, when you click Edit, you scroll down below the details of the assignment and make sure that you select Online under Submission Type, followed by File Uploads, and be sure to specify which formats students can upload documents in. The features that I'm going to show you don't work the same way if you have other types of submissions enabled. So this is about giving feedback on a document a student has uploaded. This set of settings also includes plagiarism review, which requires students check on a box when they upload a document, and it gives us as faculty access to a report that shows us if content is matching. Once all those settings are in place, you hit save, and then students, when they are going to submit the documents, submit it in that same place. I'm going to leave student view now because this is actually locked for my students, so it's locked for me. But I have already submitted a document in here. And to grade that, I'll start from my home page. I could either click Speed Grader on the previous page, or I could click here where I see that a student has submitted a document. I've actually submitted this document. So once it loads in Speed Grader. And there are a number of features in Speed Grader that are very useful for giving comments. This pointer selector allows us to select text if we want to copy and paste something for our own research or to check the internet or something like that. This tool here, point annotation, allows us to create these blue dots. And these are useful for when you want to create a comment like this. So you would simply click on an area on the paper and then type whatever you want to type. I'm not going to type in this tutorial because sometimes typing can interrupt Studio's recording capabilities. But whatever you type in there, once you hit enter, will be saved for the student to view. If you want to remove the comment, you can remove that comment there, or you can remove it from the pointer. You actually have to do both if you want to remove any record of it entirely. You can also leave comments by highlighting a portion rather than pointing, as I've done here, simply by clicking on the highlight annotation and then selecting some text, and the same options show up to either trash that comment or to leave a comment there. We're going to trash it for here now. Once comments are made throughout the paper, another way to give feedback to our students is to use a rubric. I've built a rubric for this particular assignment, and I'm just going to select various elements of it. This rubric is very simple, and it's possible to leave comments in more detail for each element of the rubric, but I haven't done that here. These details, though they're simple here, a longer description of each criteria is available for the students, and the assignment itself, which we can look at if we click on the assignment and go back. All the details are in here, so my students are not walking into the rubric with any kind of mystery. All of the criteria is outlined in the assignment. But once this rubric is done, I could hit save, and now if I just did this, students have feedback from both a rubric and comments that I've left in the context of their written work. Another way that we can add to this feedback is to leave end comments. By clicking on here, one can type whatever they would like to the student. There are also opportunities in Canvas to create pre-written feedback. So I could put in a comment like this. One thing to keep in mind is that if you do type something in this box and then select pre-written feedback, the pre-written feedback will override whatever you wrote before. So you want to make sure that you put the pre-writing in, but once you do that, you can click and edit and add to whatever you would like to do for feedback. So far we have feedback left in context of the writing, feedback left in a rubric, and also feedback in end comments. There's another option that we have in Canvas which could be easier than typing a long endnote, and that is adding media comment. So you can leave text in here, but I write in this pre-written feedback that the feedback is an audio recording for this. When I leave comments on a paper, I like to use this feature, and I'll show you how to do that now. The comments are in here, and then I click on this icon that looks like a YouTube icon, and you can see me here. Now, this will record video and audio, but when you record video, it takes a long time to upload. So I don't like to do that. I click on webcam here, and I hit no video. Once I'm on no video, I'm prepared to start recording. So if I click start record, it counts down, and then I can leave feedback. Thank you so much for doing this paper. These are the elements I want you to check out. Please look at my comments in text, review our rubric, etc., etc. I click finish, and that was 10 seconds, but once I hit save media, it uploads very quickly. Now, when a student comes in to review their feedback, they can see the feedback that's been left for them in context, they can look at the rubric, they can read what's been left for them, but they can also click on their feedback here. And then I can leave feedback. Thank you so much for doing this paper. These are the elements I want you to check out. Please look at my comments in text, review our rubric, etc., etc. This is an option that could be faster. If students feel like you're speaking too quickly, they can select the speed here and slow down your comments. Thank you so much for doing this paper. Or they can speed things up if they want. Please look at my comments in text, review our rubric, etc., etc. There's also the capability here for closed captioning, and that gives you the opportunity to upload subtitles. Between these elements, between leaving feedback on the document, using a rubric, leaving comments in the end, and also a recording, that's a lot of options and a lot of ways we can give feedback to our students to help them with their writing and help them understand the kinds of evaluations we're giving them on assignments. I hope that that's helpful. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me, Adam Deutsch at gccccd.edu. That will be here on the screen. Again, it's adam.deutsch at gccc.edu. And if there's any help you need, I'm more than happy to provide that. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful semester.